I was invited to the Ford F-150 Lightning launch event where the company is celebrating the start of production of their first all-electric pickup. All right, guys, we are kicking off the day here at Ford World Headquarters, and right behind me you can see they have rides of the F-150 Lightning. Let's go for a ride real quick before we head over to the factory. This is actually my very first time riding in the F-150 Lightning, so I'm pretty stoked.
Well, we'll see if we can give you a show. This is a very quick run you'll see here, and we've tried to optimize what you can do with a battery electric truck. That's the thing, is each technology has its own reasoning and its own benefits, and so we've tried to upscale that as much as possible for our customers in this truck. Are you guys ready?
I see we're in sport mode. I think we are ready.
We are in sport mode indeed. All right, let's go. This truck,
so smooth.
Oh, indeed. It's got we're 0 to 60 mid 4 seconds in this truck. I've been up to max speed in this truck, and it was like nothing was happening. It was like I was going 40 miles an hour.
In silence.
In silence, indeed. That is one of the big differences in this truck, is the quiet flight.
I see you have some buttons here, one pedal drive and locking differential. Can you talk about the locking differential?
I can. So in off-road mode, we allow the front differential to lock. So that's going to allow you to do rock crawling much better. You're going to be able to get out of, you know, let's say you've had one tire on a surface, another tire in the air. You're actually going to be able to get momentum and get yourself out of a rock crawling situation.
What about this onboard scales?
Basically, it is measuring how much payload you have to make sure that you're not exceeding the maximum in this truck. So this truck allows 2,235 pounds of payload. So let's say you were trying to drive with, you know, mulch or something in the bed, and you wanted to make sure you weren't exceeding the payload. But essentially, there's a scale, and so it'll tell you if you've maximized that payload, if you've exceeded it, and if you exceeded it, then you can take that weight out so that you're not damaging the truck.
Thanks so much.
Absolutely. Have a great day.
You too. That was awesome. Well, I just got done riding along in the F-150 Lightning for the first time. Really smooth. They gave it some acceleration, so that was really nice to see. Now it's time to hop on the shuttle bus and head over to the main event. On our way, we passed a huge lot with an incredible amount of Lightnings parked, seemingly waiting to be shipped to their new owners. Well, we just arrived here. You can see we're at the Rouge Electric Vehicle Center. This is actually part of the factory that has been modified in order to accommodate even more F-150 Lightnings. I hear music pumping. There's a lot of food, a lot of activity going on. Let's go inside and check it out. Let's head inside. We just saw Bill Ford just giving a little bit of an interview right here on the spot with a bunch of the media. Now it looks like he's making his way over towards the vehicles to talk to more people. Before there's a big presentation, there's a stage over here, there are vehicles over here, there's a lot going on.
We could have sold this at 65,000 and be sold out easy, but we wanted to, we're the leader. Jim Farley decided, I want this to be equivalent to gas. So all excuses are gone.
Yeah.
So we launched it. We're launching, in fact you'll hear him today, talk about okay to buy, which means you can sell them. And we're going to start with Pro, which is $39,000.
Yes,
so you can't accuse us of starting with the top end point, right?
Yeah.
We want to get them to everybody, and we look after the fleet. So I think that's really
it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Big day.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time. Great to talk to you and finally meet you in person.
You too.
The Lincoln Star Concept. It looks gorgeous.
Did you like what you saw?
I did. I was very excited. I'm like so ready for Lincoln to come out with some nice EVs. So yeah.
Well, that's a nod to our new design language.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, well that was very exciting. We just got to talk to Jim Farley for a little bit, and we saw Bill Ford, got a picture with him. Jim actually even gave us a little bit of insight on some new product that's coming down the line in a couple of years and how the design language is going to be dramatically different. I can't wait to see that. There is so much energy in the air right now. All right, guys, any moment now, The crew here at Ford is going to get on stage and do a presentation.
Here on a site that's more than 100 years old, we've built everything from the Model A to the Mustang to the F-150, the best-selling truck in America for 45 years in a row. And 3.5 years ago, I stood here and I promised that someday, when we built the best-selling electric truck in America, we'd build it right here. Now that was pretty ambitious because we hadn't even broken ground yet on this facility. But our amazing team got it done. And the wait is over, and that day has arrived.
You, our customers, are going to get capability no other EV truck can ever offer, but for thousands of dollars less than our competitors' trucks, whenever they actually go on sale. Our truck is here today because we rolled up our sleeves. We rediscovered our roots around innovation. We worked together, and now we're busting our butts to make more of these. Demand for Lightning has literally pushed out the walls of this building where we are twice. Right in the middle of the first expansion, we went right to the team and said, "That's great, but can you make the factory a little bigger?" We've expanded this plant to produce 150,000 Lightnings a year. That's a lot of jobs here in America.
Well, they just wrapped up the presentation. We had Bill Ford speak, Jim Farley, we had members of the UAW, and we actually saw a little bit about the new owners of the F-150 Lightning who are featured over here, who were able to drive it for the first time yesterday. What an exciting event. We're going to tour the facility around a little bit more and try to see what else there is to see.
Cheers it is.
Cheers.
Cheers. Clink.
We've got the history of Ford trucks down the line here.
So, I would
classics.
never dream of buying, I would buy this. If I could find one like that.
Look at this horn.
It works. Push. Go ahead. Come on.
I don't want to get in trouble.
What are they going to do? They never, they'll clap me in irons, but if you did it, I mean, oh, cute girl. You can get away with anything.
Never
Push
invite
it.
her
Come
again.
On. They'll never invite you. I'm sure they would have. Well, wait a minute. Hey, I got a good idea. Stand close to it. I'll push it and blame you.
Oh my God, no.
I mean, that's only fair, isn't it?
Trying to get me in trouble. All right, let's go walk the F-150 Lightning line with Sandy Munro.
Okay, so this is called staging. And in essence, what happens is up there, they get painted. Then you get a cure time. Then you bring them down here and they go over to this part. Now this is where you're going to do a marriage for the body to the AGV. And now what you can do is, that's the deck lid. But anyways, now what you can do is you can start to build up the interior usually. Then once this is done, you'd pick that up and drop it on the onto the rolling chassis, which is over there. So this is kind of interesting for me, and it looks like there's a lot of people drifting around here that don't know what they're doing.
Extra
That's
different
perfect.
because you used to work for Ford, so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, well I can speak Ford. This is the same thing as what the guys at Tesla are doing. They're using exactly the same kind of conveyance system for their final build in Austin. Yeah. You can make this go up and down. So if you've got some short person here versus
a you or a me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I'll just waddle over here. But anyway, yeah, that's what I try and do. So what they've done here is they've popped in the accelerator and and you've got the brake system. And these are all electric brakes now. And you know, here's something else I don't understand. My kitty. What is that? So this one's plastic and this is steel. That's a mystery. Yeah, maybe we can take some money out of this. Or weight, anyways. So this is your rolling chassis buildup over here.
Right here.
Yeah, so these two are going to come together shortly, up there somewhere. That's interesting. Oh, maybe that's mine. They're just driving it over. Here's a casting that you can write home about. That's got to be one of the biggest rear castings I've ever seen. In fact, I think it is, for a pickup truck anyway. It looks more like what you'd find in a tank. It's marvelous though to see all of the bits and pieces here that, that have to go in place and how everything has to go together and whatnot so that you can just drop the body on top and everything's ready to rock.
Are you gonna tear up a Lightning?
Yeah. Yep, we are.
So as far as I understand it, this machine here, it swings this arm around when an F-150 Lightning is up on this ramp. And what it does is it takes this back end and puts pressure right on the truck bed so that it calibrates the onboard scales so that it has an accurate reading and it's calibrated when it goes to customers. That's cool. They have charging stations installed right at the end of the line.
What was that?
They have charging stations installed right at the end of the line to get them all charged up before they head out.
I'm pretty sure that they'd be pretty close to being fully charged by the time they get to there because it would take too long.
For an extended version of this assembly line tour with Sandy, click the link in the description below. Well, what a spectacular event here at the Rouge EV Complex. You'll see we got F-150 Lightnings everywhere. They're going to start delivering these vehicles within the next few days and plan to produce 150,000 F-150 Lightnings out of this facility coming in 2023. Thank you guys for watching this video, and if you liked it, please like, subscribe, and don't forget to share. Until next time, drive, fly, ride. Go electric.